Hey everybody, and I am back on Just in Time. I know everybody's favorite card ever. If you're a fan of the channel, you know I love Just in Time. It's what I played in Vegas, it's what I played at a bunch of set champs. I did great in set 4 and 5 with it. I took a break for 6. It wasn't that good, and it wasn't very good at the beginning of 7, but after the ban, Just in Time became a little bit better. Card advantage didn't matter as much, so going turbo mode actually was viable, and just the rest of the meta decks changed with it. And I played it twice now. I played it at a set champ last Sunday, and I got second place. I fumbled the last final match against one of my locals, but he's a great guy, so I'm glad he won. Then I had one more chance to win at my home store, Rad Lad Games, and I won somehow by some miracle. I got really lucky because I dodged my nemesis Steel Song player, who I just cannot beat. They're on Steel Song, but I managed to squeaked past them. They actually lost to, or she lost to her husband, which is crazy. And then I 2-0'd him. So definitely some crazy games. But let's just talk about the deck right now. I know set 8 comes out in a week, so talking about a set 7 deck doesn't really matter that much. But I figure this deck is actually pretty good in the next set still. I doubt it gets that many changes. I don't know. I don't think the meta is going to change too much. Even though there's some pretty nasty cards, but every time I think that, oh my gosh, everyone's going to be playing all these new cards, and then it just goes back to the same old, same old. But we'll see. I don't know how important Ruby Lilo is going to be. I'm happy to talk about it though, because now that I'm finally graduated, I can actually devote more time to making videos. Ideally, I say that and then I get lazy. But anyways, let's talk about the deck. So we have 9 Uninkables, 4 which are just in time, for Daisy, and the Revive. The Revive, I actually have the Enchanted, so I wanted to use it. I never played it once on both set jams. I had it one time, but my hand was so full and I had nothing in the discard. I was already winning. So it was just chance I never saw it. I played Bolt once last Sunday, and I did get a win where I had Jit, Bolt, Sven, and I just kind of won off that, but yeah, I never really saw him either. I didn't play him at all yesterday. And the Lilo, I played a few times. I never got it back from the discard, so it didn't really matter. So these cards kind of worthless. I feel like Lilo could just be another penny. Bolt could be like Nani or something, and Revive maybe another Nani, and whatever you want to. Just some swag spots. Nothing. It's not that important. It's just like one, like 9 unequals. And I know a lot of people are playing just in time with songs right now, which is why I think this deck is very different still. Not having Cinderella feels great. I don't want that garbage card in my opening hand. And I don't want to brick on all these songs. I don't want Strength and Storm blocking my hands. Because there's so many times where I'm top decking, and if I top deck a Strength, I want to lose my mind. I'm trying to aggro, I'm not Steel Song. Anyways, I have Nani here as a backup option. I'm not using it because I feel like I find Chien enough, or I don't really need a bodyguard that often. But if you want to swap Bolt for Nani, that's fine. That's good. It's great for setting up Rapunzel, and there's not really a downside to having another bodyguard in the deck. Let's just go to the next part. So as you probably know, the general goal is just go aggro. You go super aggro early. Like if you get Daisy Piglet or Daisy Smee, you have a really good opening, and if you can hit the Jit into really any 5 drop, but like in this situation, you probably want Chien against Ruby Amethyst. You want Beast. Gantu just gains crazy lore if you're not playing against Steel. That's usually a good idea. Sometimes you can against Steel. They don't have an answer to Gantu yet, but it's a little risky sometimes. Anyways, Jit is always you always want the Jit. I mean, there's not really a moment where you don't, unless and this is a precaution you have to have, and this is very specific. But if you are on the draw against Steel Song, there's a chance they play Pete on turn 3, and you can't play just in time. So sometimes it's safer to hold a 3 drop like a Doc or a Lawrence, just in case. Just some pro tip there. Let's move on. So yeah, play line number 1. You want the Daisy into Smee or Piglet. You can do another 1 drop. It's fine, like Nala, but ideally it's Daisy. And you want the Jit, and you want the Jit into any of the 5 drops, and follow up turn 4 with a Sven or a Rapunzel. Like if you go Gantu into Sven, so strong. Beast into Sven's great, just to gain some extra lore. Rapunzel, like if you go Robin Hood Rapunzel or Chien Rapunzel, amazing. I mean, any of the 5 drops can proc a Rapunzel pretty much. But hopefully, like if you don't go Chien hopefully if you quest with the Daisy and Piglet, that's enough bait for them to challenge um, one of them with some character they have, and you can run into them with the 5 drop and then draw off Rapunzel, but it's not guaranteed. So then there's alternate hands, which these are not ideal, but I had some really unideal hands. So you want to start with like Robin Hood, or it doesn't really matter, but Robin Hood for the shift line. Or if you get, instead of having just in time, you can have Doc on 3, and then you can quest with him and play a 5 drop on turn 4, which is it's still good, especially because now you have a 2 quester, and you don't actually have to ink to 5 for a while if you keep the Doc alive, so that can help um, until you get like a 1 drop to ink, so you don't have to ink something good. Because ideally you're playing a 5 drop every turn. But yeah, Rapunzel Robin Hood is a great line. Obviously, we know that from Amber Steel in general, like Diggy Diggy. Gontu, just an incredible card. It's a great finisher after you've like already applied board pressure, and they have to probably like Zeus your Robin Hood already, and they can't deal with Gontu. But it's all situational. Whatever 5 drop you play is probably good. Let's go into matchups. I'm kind of speeding through this because, like I said, the set changes, and I don't have like a ton of things to say. This deck's really simple, but okay. In the aggro matchup, which I did play on the draw, I played Turnidogs. I 2-0'd it on the draw. It was very rough, but they were both games were at 19, so I'm just like it was close. Um, but you just want that early steal stuff. Like if you can jit Chien or Robin Hood, that's great. You play Robin Hood, Smee, jit literally anything, or play more ones and twos. You can play like 3 Robin Hoods. It's also really good. You just want board presence. That's all it is really. Then there's Amber Steel, which is probably the worst matchup, probably for everyone. I don't. Steel Song is so good, especially Sonic Warrior. I don't really know how any deck just like destroys it, because even Red Blue can struggle. Um, anyways, in this matchup, we want Smee because we want it to survive Storm, which is also like what Nala and stuff is for. But Nala can't challenge. It's not great. Penny's been amazing, especially with Smee. So then your Smee can take out their Smee and live. Like that's really big. That's a big swing. Rapunzel, obviously, Rapunzel's how you win the game. That's how you draw cards. Chien, if you can get like a Jit Chien, you usually win. I think every Steel Sun game I got a Chien, I won. There's one game where my opponent just threw 3 characters into Chien. Like, I have to get rid of it because I had a Smee and a Daisy behind it. I mean, you have to get to those. And if you can't sing to deal with the Smee and the Daisy, you just have to take out Chien. So it was not good for them. Let's talk about Red Blue, which was my finals match in this last set champ. And the Piglet's super important just because, one, it baits out Brawl, which is, I think, the number one thing against Red Blue that you want to do right now because they don't have Hiram is get rid of their cards. If you can force them to play Little Sisu, force them to play Brawl, force them to play cards they don't want to play, like Super Goof, then you can keep them from getting to be prepared early and sometimes just win because they were off an ink. Beast is amazing. If you can turn 3 Beast, unless they have Coil out, it's usually pretty safe, but you're going to be drawing so many cards that you just kind of win the game. Sven, amazing. Sven's so good. Because if you can, like, quest with Piglet, ready it with Sven, and then they can't challenge, and Sven allows you to gain lower when they have a Maui Shark on board, which is so important. You break those stalemates just a little bit at a time, and you put 2 more lore on the board as pressure. Gantu's amazing as well if they don't have Coil. With Coil, it can still be good. They obviously have to have the ink and like a Brawl or a Sisu. Or not even like big Sisu, I guess. Um, but it avoids little Sisu, which is great. The rest of the deck does not, except Lawrence. But my finals match, my opponent played Be Prepared on Gantu twice, like just a Gantu. I would just only play Gantu on board, Be Prepared, because this is the only option. It was a DKP list, not a items version. And Emerald Steel, which I have not played a lot, so I don't have a ton of experience. I know this matchup is really wonky. It kind of depends on if they're playing Deceiver of All or not, because if they can double Zing Strength, you just lose. But if they don't, and they don't play it, then you're fine. So, like, I really love the Lilo in this matchup, because then you just have a permanent option if they start discarding to just play a 2-drop every turn. Um, Lawrence is great as well, because it can just soak up damage and kind of force the Rapunzel early. If you can get an early Rapunzel against discard, you should be fine. And if you can jit a Beast against discard, also amazing. You'll draw so many cards. It doesn't even matter that they're discarding because you're drawing 2 cards per turn, which just gives you so many options. And there's Ruby Amethyst, which is it's a weird matchup. It's usually favored, even though I lost to it. And when I play second, I lost to RA. But he was playing Dragonfire, and that's just Dragonfire hurts a lot. But I would say turn three Chien is usually pretty good. It did lose me the game because I did that over a beast, so always beast. If you can turn three beast, you should win the RA match because you just draw too many cards before they can play Medusa on turn six. Like if he does turn three, he's drawing at least two, three extra cards. And Sven, same the reason as Ruby, just they want to be challenging, and if they can't challenge, then you just gain more lore. So it's fine. If you can turn three Gantu and Sven here, you should win that game as well. Uh, it's just so strong. And Smee, you want like the three strength characters are important because of the foxes and the crabs and the goats and snake. Everything has three willpower, so you trade every time. As long as you're trading with their board, you should be doing pretty good. Let's talk about mulligans. Mulligans are where the deck gets a little complicated. I see a lot of people mess up at the mulligan, and I think that's why they're like, oh, Jit's not good, but it's just so good. If you can high roll. I was doing heavy mulligans, probably like 5 to 6 every game, just because I'm looking for just in time or just one drops. I was missing one drops so much, even though there's 13 in the deck, so maybe add more one drops, but I don't know. It's bad when you top deck them. Anyways, revive, you never want to see it. Mulligan it every time. Like, there's just no point in holding it. Two jits, it's a death sentence. Just get rid of that. You can maybe keep one. I think it's actually safe to keep one because there's one in your hand already, so you know your chance of drawing another one is pretty low. So this is actually safer than like just keeping a jit. Keeping one when you already have one. So yeah, just I'd mulligan one of them. Never keep multiple 5 drops. I made that mistake sometimes because like this usually means you don't have a 1 drop or a 2 drop. If you do, I mean, if you have like one like Daisy, Piglet, just in time, and then a bunch of fives, maybe. But only, just really just keep the ones you want. You're like, oh, it's Ruby. Let's keep Gontu and Beast and get rid of the others. Like that's fine. The shift Robin Hood line. Do I have to explain it? It's just good. It's just so good. Then we have like Daisy Smee Doc. If you know like Daisy Smee Doc and Ajin Po, that's incredible. This is just a nasty line. This is like a really good aggro line if you're on the play. You don't have just in time. Look the uncommons, the cheap cards. Um, Daisy's still like $8 or something, right? Am I crazy? Anyways, I mentioned before, just in time, gone to into Sven. It wins so many games. I couldn't tell you how many games I've won off of that combo. I didn't realize Sven was so good until Nathan got me on it. So you know, now I'm on the Sven train. But Gantu's Sven, oh, it's just so nasty. And also, I'd like to mention that Gantu is a captain, so if you have a Smee on two and then you jit Gantu, then Sven or Smee does not take damage, which was so good in one of my Ruby Sapphire games where he's playing DKP and he has Super Goof. Because turn two, they're like, oh, I love Smees. I can just challenge into it with my Goofy after he takes the damage. But when I jet Gantu, you can't. So then I have a Smee that lives from the Super Goof. So he gains an extra 2 lore. I have a Gontu that gains 4, and then I played Sven and readied the Gontu, so there was 10 lore between these two, and an extra 2 lore off this mini. He already got 2 lore, so it's 14 lore just right there, in those 3 cards. I guess just in time, 4 cards. Um, and that was a game where I didn't have a 1 drop, so yeah, I think it's pretty nasty. But I love this deck. And I know I usually play Amethyst, and this is just like the safe option, so I feel a little cheesy about it. You know, Amber Steel is kind of the best color combo at the moment. And I don't know if it'll be great next set. I'm definitely going to try it, so stay tuned if you're interested. But hopefully this helps you. I think I'm going to run some mulligans real quick, but if you don't want to watch that, thanks for watching. And please subscribe if you want to see more videos. I plan on uploading more frequently. I know I've been a little behind, but I've been graduating and I've been busy like every day, so we should be good now. And leave a like if you like this style of video. I don't really know if I should go back to the ink table gameplay or whatever. But I really like doing this. I feel like it allows me to break down the deck a bit more. But let me get into the mulligans and I'll finish up. Alright, let's do some mulligans. So, whoa. This starting hand is very weird. So we have our Daisy Smee. This is usually what I go for. I kind of just ignore the rest. And to be honest, this hand is like just really solid. And I think I just mulligan 5. So this is pretty good. I think the revive is obviously not great, but we have our Daisy, we have our Smee, and a Jit Gontu. And then if we have enough Inkables, we can double Smee on 4. That should be game. which is pretty nice. And if the Gantu dies, we could just revive it. So it's not a bad hand as long as we are getting Inkables every turn. Like if we're on the draw here, we could just top deck our 5 Inkables, then we should be fine. But you know, if we're on the play, we can get some. It's fine. In the game, instant revive is gone. So we have a pretty good line. Actually, I don't really want to sacrifice this too much because we can just go Mulan, Smee, Doc into Gantu, but think we want to. I think we want to go for like a Lawrence or something. Yeah, we have all the Robin Hoods. So no one drop Robin Hood, no shift, but we have like Mulan into Smee into Lawrence into Rapunzel is pretty good. And that's just like a usual Amber Steel line. I think it's really solid. Um, like this hand, it's fine. This hand's okay because we really could just like double Robin Hood, but I think we do high roll. See, that was a big mistake. That was bad. I guess just keep the Robin Hoods. But I mean, this isn't the worst because now we can ink onto turn one and we can play Mulan and discard one of the Jits and draw something else. It's not a good hand. And this happens sometimes. Sometimes you just get it bad, but that's what Mulan is for, to filter out these bad hands. Um, Trust me, I've won a lot of games on bad hands. My finals match, I had 2 just-in-times and no 5 drop. I had no 1 drop. I was on the draw against Ruby Sapphire and I still squeaked it out. So it can happen. I mean, you can have terrible hands and still win. That's what this deck's all about. So here, I think I would keep Rapunzel. Let's get rid of Gantu. I feel like this is fine. This hand's great because we can ink Nala, play Daisy, ink Beast, play Smee, and then ink probably something we draw and play Lawrence. Then we have Rapunzel into Beast, which is fine. Or hopefully we find another 5 drop. I low key, I keep this hand. I think I keep. Yeah, this hand's amazing because we have Robin Hood into Smee into Shift Robin Hood, which is incredible. Into Rapunzel, into Chien. I think that's perfect. And if we draw anything along the way, that's better. Like if Robin Hood dies and we draw into a Lawrence, it's fine. I'm fine with turn 3 playing Piglet and Robin Hood. Yeah, I think it's really good. Okay, just another hand. Like I'm just assuming we're going first for some of these, but it doesn't really matter. Your hand doesn't change too much going first. This hand's good, but look, Beast is great, but I don't keep him like ever. I think let's high roll here. That's not bad because like Daisy, Smee. I mean, if we had another 1 drop, we could like Robin Hood on turn 2 with another 1 drop, or maybe we play Robin Hood, Robin Hood turn 1. This is a weird hand. It's fine though. It's not bad. Let's do one more. This hand's not bad either because we have the one. As long as we have a 1 drop, I'm okay. I had so many games where I didn't have any, but I think we might just ditch the Robin Hoods. That's fine. We can get a Robin Hood. Yeah, this is fine. I think we probably Robin, Smee, Mulan maybe, unless we get a 3 drop or a Jit. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully I'll upload more often. I'm looking forward to it. I was very excited to win this match because I had played in my set jams. I'd placed 8th, 4th, 2nd, and then 1st, so I had like the full lineup, and I got my playset of heroes. Um, I'm looking forward to this next set though. This set kind of got like ruined for me just because of the stupid ban. I'm still not with it. I think the ban was a mistake, but whatever. But we'll see next set if we get maybe more bans because Beyond the Horizon looks absolutely cracked, but I'm not sure. Lilo also looks nasty. My friend was playing a Ruby Emerald discard deck with Lilo, and he was like turn 3 Lilo's readying Prince John. Like, okay, that's great. Just cope with that, and you can play like all 4 Lilos. Oh, it's so silly. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.